The reading strategy we are going to be focusing on today is interactions can lead to inferences. Remember, inferences are not something directly given to you by the author. Based off what you're reading and those context clues, these are ideas we form. They're almost like you think a hypothesis or educated guess. What you think might happen sometimes is predicting the future, or maybe just trying to think, what is the author trying to tell us? So they're not directly given to you. So first, notice a place where a secondary character is interacting with a main character and think about what a secondary character's actions are making the main character feel, think, or act. Then you may want to even shift your perspective and look at how the main character's actions and words are causing the secondary character to also feel, think, and act. Ultimately, really diving deep into the relationship and what is the author trying to tell us? What ideas do you have about each of them and about their relationship? So really, you just need to notice two things here. So places your characters are interacting, maybe some actual actions or some dialogue where they're having conversation. This may be between your main character and a secondary character. This could be like a friend. It doesn't need to be. It could be a foe, an antagonist that's working against them, but you're really taking two characters and diving deep into the interaction. So once you've done that, really think and ask yourself as you're reading, how is your secondary character treating your main character? When we add these two things together, we form an idea about the character relationship. Now, the author isn't going to come out and just tell you this is the type of relationship they have. You need to really read between the lines and look at these when they tell you how their body stance is, or the way they're talking. Are they yelling? Are they screaming? Are they quiet? Are they hushed? Are they mumbling? And trying to, what we know to be true as humans, what are they trying to tell us with these different conversations? Okay, really diving deep in, taking a look at the character relationship. So example, using Sunny by Jason Reynolds. Sunny and his father, Daryl, it was the two characters. So Sunny is the main character and Daryl, his father, is a secondary character. And in a way is kind of a driving force and a foe antagonist in this read. So adding that to the interaction they had, and I'm going to read the interaction actually. It says, you know how I describe the face Daryl sometimes makes, the stone turning into more stone? Well, today his face was more of a melty face, and the stone instead seemed to fill up all the space between us. And I could tell that both of us had thoughts going boing boing in our brains, like boing boing in my brain, like a jumping bean, boing boing in his brain, like a jumping bean. Our brains a moon bounce at a party we want to invite each other to. And as we pulled into the driveway, Daryl sent me his version of an invitation. He said he was going out with Mr. Nico's sister, Miss Linda. That's good, finally. And finally, Daryl also said, and this is his invitation part, that he was sorry about last night, and I knew that he meant it. So this is further along in the read, but throughout these character interactions, we notice that Daryl is cold towards Sunny, and he does not really know how to communicate with his son. And it's very subtly given, but he says finally and finally. And you even hear that there's boing boing in their brains. They don't know how to get these words and these thoughts out. They're kind of just sitting there in silence, right? So forming an idea, Sunny and his father have an awkward relationship, and this creates tension throughout the story as Sunny works hard to understand this relationship. It ultimately changes him, but first challenges him throughout the story. He constantly goes back to it, and really noticing these two things is actually a driving force that creates an overall theme in the story. So while you're reading, really honing in on those character relationships is very important because they do support the message and the theme that the author is trying to tell you.